Forever going to be.
Good morning. It is Tuesday. I have Brittany and Jessi here from the Port of Garibaldi. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about. The port has that really awesome event tent that was actually funded by TLT dollars a couple of years ago. Is this your third year having it?
Third year.
Yeah, yes. That you're using it. Lots of different events have been held in there. Weddings and Garibaldi days and Crave the Coast. And it's a really great, huge tent. Humongous. With great views.
We've talked about this before, but it holds 1,300 cathedral-style seating and 800 for banquet-style seating. So you've got tons of room in there. We're eventually going to...
What does cathedral-style seating mean?
Kind of like you would be in a church.
Oh, just like rows, you mean?
Yes, just rows.
Okay. Yes. I did not understand that. I have not heard that term before. But stadium seating, I understand. Okay. And then banquet seating makes sense as well, because then you're with tables. Yeah.
Yes.
Hence the wedding, right? You could have your weddings up there. And before we talk about the night market, which is new, since I mentioned weddings, Brittany, do you want to give your little spiel for your packages, your wedding packages?
Yeah. So we've put together packages based on every price range, and we have everything from just a officiant up to the catering, hors d'oeuvres, cake, and they all include the tables, chairs, the restrooms, and then the event tent.
Cool.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, if you want to do your own food, you can pick the package that is just kind of the basic package. Yeah. Or if you want them to do it all, which when my husband and I got married down in San Diego, we did that where I was like, I just want you to deal with it all. You tell me where to go and then I'll pick off of your menu. I don't want to have to deal with caterers. I don't want to have to deal with florists. And they had their partners and they said, okay, go here. And they know how much your budget is. And you just go pick out the flowers and they'll tell you if you're within budget or not. And it was fabulous.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Almost like it's like a wedding planning a little bit. Yeah, which is really nice. All right, so they can just call the port, right? If someone's listening and they're thinking, oh, I'm getting married next year or in a couple of years or whatever, I should go check it out. There are dates, though, right, that the tent is not available, or are you going to try to leave it up year round? Because I know that was a discussion at one point.
Eventually, we'd love to have the tent up year-round. Obviously, our high wind in the winter does not allow for that.
And it's up on a hill.
Yes.
Right?
Overlooking the bay. It's gorgeous.
Yes. And there are some really great pictures on your website and also on Facebook of kind of the view from the tent, and then also on the hill up above the tent looking down on it with the bay. It's really neat.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite spots.
Yeah, great spot for wedding pictures. Just saying. So they can just call the port, right, if someone's listening?
Yes.
Do you want to plug your phone number?
Yep, it's 503-322-3292.
Perfect. Okay, so new event in the tent. New event in the tent. Yay. I like it when things rhyme. The port is putting on a night market this year. July 5th. Okay. I like that. Hello. Is this mic on? July 5th. Tell me what a night market entails.
So we're just going to have local vendors. We'll have everything from, Scentsy all the way up to seafood. And we're going to have live music, a couple food vendors. If the weather's nice, we're planning on having the walls that face the bay open.
Oh, cool.
So, and have some outdoor games. And it should be it's family friendly, pet friendly.
It's the day after 4th of July, so I expect there will be a lot of visitors in town. So that will be kind of cool for them.
We're hoping.
Yeah. So can I think of it kind of like a farmer's market? I mean, will there be fresh produce and things like that to buy, or is it mostly handmade stuff or what?
Yeah, so we'll have a couple produce vendors and honey, but most of it is kind of handmade items.
Or like Scentsy or Pampered Chef or stuff like that. And you said food vendors, like people making food?
Yeah, so we're still looking if anybody has recommendations, especially for seafood. as we're still looking for a seafood vendor, and we have a barbecue one right now, and then smoked food.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so we're kind of looking for a variety of food to have there, so we could everyone can enjoy.
Right, a variety. Have a choice.
Yeah.
Have a choice. So are you still looking for people to participate in the market? If someone's interested in listening, can they participate?
Yes, we are.
Is there a cost associated?
$25.
That's it?
And yes.
For a table?
Yep, you get a table, 2 chairs. It's a 10 by 10 booth. It is, if you need electricity, it's an additional $10. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that covers it from 3 o'clock to set up all the way until 10 to shut down. And
holy cow, that's really cheap. You should look at maybe increasing that. I'm thinking, wow, that is actually really affordable. Okay, so that'll be fun. You'll have lights on inside, right? I'm sure. Are there string lights? I feel like, are there Christmassy type lights? Yeah. That'll be really fun. Well, the bulb lights or whatever you want to call them.
Oh, yeah.
Did this idea come from, because I know Portland has a night market, and I don't know if it's how regular they have it, but is that kind of where the idea came from?
Portland and Beaverton. We'd been looking at both of those before, and then when Brittany came along, she just took on the idea and ran with it. So, yeah,
Have you been to the one out in the valley?
I haven't. I'd like to go and explore them and just kind of see what everybody does. Yeah.
That's really cool. That'll be a fun way to spend, and kind of, it seems relaxed and easygoing, and you just had a huge crazy day of 4th of July. Let's go hang out at the night market and just kind of chill.
Yeah.
And get some food and visit. And
we're also doing door prizes too.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So we're giving away, we have 2 Crave the Coast tickets, and then annual launch pass, some hoodies,
cool,
a 2-night RV stay, and hopefully we're getting more, but that's what we have so far.
Well, you still have some time.
Yeah.
Although it will be coming very quickly.
Yeah.
Make it stop. You mentioned games. Did you mention games?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of games?
We are doing,
cornhole.
Cornhole.
I was like, what are you doing with your hand? Like making a check mark?
No, so we're looking to do cornhole. We're still working on games, and we're going to do ladder golf. That's another one that we're working on.
Is that the ladders that go up and you have the 2 balls that are attached with the string, and you throw it and try to get it to wrap around the bar?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and so we're still looking into a couple other ones, but we'll have
fun barbecue-y, like when you go to someone's house or you go to a family reunion or something, those types of games that you're playing out in the lawn. Well, that's fun.
I think it's going to be great. I think people should plan on bringing a couple of lawn chairs and sticking around playing games and listening to the music. And
hanging out should hopefully be warm.
Yeah.
Because it's July.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, just kind of, like I said, a chill night to hang out and visit with people and maybe get some good food and do some shopping and have something for your kids to do.
Yeah.
Cool. So July 5th, mark your calendar. What time does it start?
5 o'clock.
5 so 5 to 10. And is there a cost to attend it?
Nope, it's free.
So free, so just like a farmer's market type of thing. You just go in and...
Yeah, and the actual time for the event is 5 to 9.
Oh, 5 to 9. Gotcha. Oh, sure, because you have to tear down by 10. Yeah. Very cool. So July 5th. Mark that on your calendars.
She's got some great live music lined up too.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that.
We do, yeah. His name is Christopher Rain. He's a Astoria singer-songwriter. He's very good. We're excited to have him here.
Is he on YouTube?
Yes. He also has a website.
If you would have prepared me, I could have pulled that up for you. We've done it. Adam Schwinn one day said, hey, if I send you a link for the Monday Musical people, can we play it while we're on the air? And I was like, we can. We could have done that. You know what? I should do that when the fair comes in. We should do that.
Yeah.
Because they have all their entertainers out now. I'm going to talk to Cammie about that. Anyway, Christopher Rain. Is that R-A-I-N?
R-E-Y-N-E.
Oh, of course. It's a very simple word and spelled very convoluted. Okay. But fun. Is it a kind of a folk style that he has, or?
Yeah, so what I've seen, I've seen his covers, and he does like Fleetwood Mac.
I love
and
covers.
Yeah,
I love
Elton
cover
John,
bands.
that type.
Oh,
that
very
genre.
cool. Yeah. And he's the only one?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
That's exciting. Okay, July 5th.
We're excited.
Yeah, very.
Hope everybody comes out.
Potentially, if it goes well, your Well, I guess no. If you're going to do another one, you have to start planning it now, right?
Yeah. Well, so we have a tentative date of August 16th for the next one. So we're kind of looking to see if people are interested in that date.
Right. Generate some interest for it. Cool. Was that all we wanted to mention for that? July 5th?
Yeah.
I want to make sure I don't cut you off. Okay, so you mentioned Crave the Coast. That's coming back, and I know Nan Devlin has mentioned it as well when she's been here. Don't remember the date off the top of my head. Maybe you do.
I don't. I can look it up,
Is it in September?
It
is.
It's
in September, right? Is it the last Saturday of September?
I believe so.
Okay.
28th?
I was going to say the 29th, but I think that was last year's, so that would make sense, the 28th.
It's the 28th. Yeah, it's the last Saturday in September.
Yeah. So I'm sure
correct.
that we will talk about that at some point. Super fun. It was very well attended last year. I got suckered into playing the trivia game. But it was fun. There was all kinds of samplings and vendors that were there. A lot of people from out of town. Like, I saw a few people that I knew, but I thought I would see more, and I did not. There were a lot of people that came in out of town, which is great because that's kind of, we're starting that shoulder season, that off season at the end of September where kind of the tourist crowds are dwindling. So
Nan shared the statistics with us a couple of months ago as kind of a debriefing, and it was awesome to see. I think about 70% of it was for
people from out of town.
Yeah,
which is great. And then moving closer to us in the schedule, Garibaldi Days is coming up.
Yes,
which is in June or July.
It's the fourth weekend in July.
I can never remember. I should remember June Dairy Parade's in June and Garibaldi Days is in July, but I always get that mixed up.
It's the 26th through the 28th of July.
And what kind of stuff who puts that on?
So the city of Garibaldi actually puts on Garibaldi Days. We just enjoy hosting the concert part of it. So the event tent, again, has the concerts in it. And last year, we had the best attendance we've had so far. One night was 800 people, and then the second night was over 1,000 people for the concerts.
Cow. That's awesome. Do you have the musicians lined up, or does the city do that?
The city does that.
Okay, so you just host it, and you just say, okay, tell us who's coming and when, and we'll get it ready.
Yep,
that type
just
of thing.
show up and enjoy it.
Cool. Generally, if someone's listening and they don't know what Garibaldi Days is or what it all entails, can you give, just from your own experience, like your own personal experience, give us a high-level overview?
Yeah, it's basically a festival where you've got the homemade vendors again. You've got people coming in and selling their wares. They have a fish tank that the kids can go and catch little fish at.
Oh, fun.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It used to be, I don't know who's doing it this year, but in previous years, the Coast Guard would man the fish tank, and then ODF&W would help clean fish, if I remember that correctly. But both of those parties have been involved in the past. There's all kinds of events. They've got, again, the concerts. And goodness, I think everybody in town just comes out and gets involved.
Yeah, and they have the parade in the morning.
Oh, yes, right.
Thank you.
And the Coast Guard water.
The water ball fight.
With is that with the big balloon that hangs from or ball that hangs from the crane, and then they use the hoses to who can knock it down?
That's my favorite part of Garibaldi Days. That and all the
water fight. And all the kids are getting in with their own water balloons and water guns and stuff like that. Yeah, that is pretty entertaining to watch. Yeah, for sure. So when did you say July 26th?
26th.
So it's a
28th.
Thursday through a Sunday?
It's Friday through Sunday.
Friday through Sunday. Okay. And if you drive north on 101, generally there's a big gigantic banner hanging in town and that you can see and like, oh yeah, that's right. It's coming up.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to talk about Clark's Plumbing. Do you know one of those do-it-yourself kind of guys? They're always telling you to do it yourself. Well, sometimes that isn't the best solution. You're in luck, whether it's a leaky faucet, a complete bathroom remodel, or maybe replacing that septic system. Do yourself a favor. Call Clark's Plumbing. They're professionals. They'll get the job done. Anything, new installations, upgrades, that stopped-up drain, you name it, they can do it. So the next time you hear do it yourself, do yourself a favor and call 842-5105. That's 842-5105 for the professionals at Clark's Plumbing. I'm talking with Brittany and Jessi this morning from the Port of Garibaldi and moving, I don't know, is it backwards or forwards? I think it's backwards in the calendar. Coming up very soon, next weekend, is Shop the Dock.
Yes.
I think it is OSU that kind of puts it on, right? We were talking about, who really is the facilitator of this? But this has been going on for about a year, I feel like. I feel like it started last summer.
It did.
Right? And it seems to be becoming increasingly popular. I think you said the last one was sold out.
Yes. Before, I think within a couple of days of being announced, it was totally filled up attendance-wise.
I was going to say, we shouldn't say sold out because there's no cost really, right? It's a free tour of the dock, the Port of Garibaldi dock.
Yes.
And how to shop it.
Exactly.
Right. Are you looking something up on your phone?
I'm just looking to make sure there are 2 tour times for each date. So I wanted to make sure that I knew those times before we started talking about them. Oh,
10 to 11:30 and 1 to 2:30. I pulled it up on the website.
Oh, good.
So you can find the website that I went to is explorenaturetillamookcoast.com. And then when you hit sign up, it takes you to an Eventbrite link that has pretty detailed description. So the way that they describe it is love fresh seafood, learn about what's in season, how it's caught, if it's sustainable, and how to purchase high quality seafood during a guided tour of the Port of Garibaldi with Oregon Sea Grant and partners. Get to know local commercial fisheries, discover where to find local seafood, and enjoy a behind-the-scenes tour of Fish People Seafood Market. The tour concludes with a brief culinary demonstration. People interested in purchasing seafood should bring a cooler. I think it's really cool because I don't know how many people that are local know, and I mean, I just don't know how many people in general know that you can go down and buy fish from a boat, right? Like as they're coming in. I know I've seen you guys post before, tuna season in particular, like such and such boat is coming in. They'll be here at whatever time. Come down and get your tuna.
Yeah.
And I just don't know how many people know that.
You know, as long as I've been working at the port, it's amazing to me how many people don't realize that we have fresh seafood. Mm-hmm. You can get it either from the seafood retailers, or you can get it straight from the boat off the dock, and it's such good quality.
Or maybe they know that is an option, but they don't know how to do it or where to even go. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know where to go to find a boat to buy the fish from. You know what I mean? So yeah, maybe they do know that that's an option, but they haven't had anybody show them. And so this is a great opportunity. So May 11th is the next one. Do they do these? Is it every month, every other month, quarterly?
You know, during the season, I believe they're trying to hit fishing seasons, I believe.
Oh,
do you remember?
Gotcha. I'm looking to see. Nope. My Explore Nature Tillamook Coast only goes through.
I think they did it 4 times last year.
Only goes through the end of May. So May 11th, 10 to 11:30 and 1 to 2:30, they do note that the tours run about 90 minutes. You should wear comfortable walking shoes and you need to arrive 15 minutes early for check-in. I think you need to pre-register, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
So when you go to explorenaturetillamookcoast.com, right on the front page, I believe is where I went. Yeah. Scroll down, you can find May 11th, Shop the Dock. It is family friendly. They do say you cannot bring your pets, but when you click the sign up link, it takes you to Eventbrite where you can select if I select a date. Oh, hey, look, they've got dates right here. Ha. You can select the date that you want. So I do have a list now. I just figured this out.
Wonderful.
But you can check in there, register, no cost associated, and then you're on the list. So there's one on Saturday, May 11th. There's one on Friday, July 19th, Friday, August 16th. Actually, I should say 2. 2 on Friday, July 19th, 2 on Friday, August 16th, and 2 on Saturday, September 28th, which is also the same day as Crave the Coast. Oh, so you could go down there and get your food and then go up to Crave the Coast or vice versa, flip-flop. Each day has 2 tours. One's at 10 and one is at 1. And you meet at the street level docks / the walkway next to the spot down in the port.
And you can't miss the spot. He's got a surfing skeleton on top of his building. So there is no missing it. As long as you know you're looking for that surfing skeleton.
Is it always up as a surfing skeleton?
Always up.
Question. Does the surfing skeleton is he holiday themed? Does he get a Santa hat in the winter time?
He does.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I don't know that I've ever seen it, but good. Yes. My parents have, they live in a floating home down off the Columbia and Marine Drive. And one of their neighbors has, I can't remember what it is now, but they have a figurine out on their boat garage because their garages are where they pull their boat in. And it is always holiday themed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, that's fun. Yeah. So that is Shop the Docks. Super fun. Great way to just learn more about our seafood industry and get some information. And maybe you want to learn how to buy the food or where your food comes from. Do they get a lot of people from out of town doing this? I would think so.
You know, I'm not positive. I think a lot of them have been local, which is
really?
Wonderful.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know that they want to broaden their reach so that they can bring in people that, you know, are only in Portland, which is 1.5 to 2 hours away, depending on where in Portland. Yeah. So I know that they're trying to broaden
the reach of trying to get people in.
Thank
Very
you.
Cool. Yeah. And then the fish biz.
Yes. Fish biz.
You have your big long email up there?
I do. I've got it. Hopefully I do it justice because there's a lot of information here.
So what is it an event?
So yes and no. Fish biz is a group of things happening really for, EcoTrust came down and I think you've talked to them before. And they've been working with our local fishermen and some of the Kristen Penner. She works with Garibaldi Cultural Heritage. They've been working together to present things for our local fishermen that will help them along marketing wise, business wise. So their next event is May 13th. It's a social media marketing for fishing community members. They're hoping to help fishermen out with their social media marketing, obviously.
Sure. Because you can buy fish directly or crab or whatever directly from
the docks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. So I think it's kind of working hand in hand with the Shop the Docks so that not only are they able to sell on that Shop the Docks day, but any time that they're pulling in with a fresh load that they are ready to sell.
Right.
So, yeah.
So is that when the fishermen come in, it's up to them to, like, they don't have restaurants or people that they sell to regularly, or they do, but that's only a part of their
Some of them do, yeah. So, and some of them don't have those. They'll either sell it to fish buyers or they can sell it directly to consumers. So they've got a few options. Some of the fishermen would just rather sell straight to the customer. So it's almost directly from boat to table.
Right.
So,
which, let me just say this, if you have never had freshly canned tuna or canned tuna that is fresh fish and not like from a factory, you're really missing out. And it's not that hard to can, and you will never want to go back to store-bought stuff.
Exactly.
It's so good.
Totally.
Yeah. And then same thing with crab. I mean, you know, when the crab is, it's so good. So good.
You're going to make my mouth water now.
I know. I hate that. I talk a lot about food on this show, and I hate it because it's in the morning and then I get hungry. So Monday, May 13th, I also have this email. Monday, May 13th from 8 to 11. So that's actually coming up pretty soon.
Yes.
At the Portside Bistro is social media marketing for the fishing community. Are you interested in improving your Facebook or Instagram game to promote your seafood related business? Want to reach more customers or prepare for selling fish on the docks this summer? Join social media marketing expert Jamie Morrissey of Sea Legs Media to learn more. Always important, there is free coffee and snacks. Bring your laptop or your smartphone, and it is sponsored in part by Visit Tillamook Coast with a grant from Business Oregon. And then, so that's on Monday, the May 13th. And then that Friday is a fish biz meet and greet, also important. Free lunch. I feel like if you can provide free food, people will show up. Free lunch and conversation with industry professionals who will troubleshoot business questions in an informal Q&A. It also is a great chance for you to give input to help plan future workshops. The Tillamook Small Business Development Center, Brown & Brown Insurance, local marketing specialist, our own Sadie Walker, and Food Roots will be on site to learn more about your business needs and provide info on local resources and tools to help grow and support your business. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So they do appreciate RSVPs. It's not required, but it does help them plan for food and space. So they can stop by your office, right?
Absolutely.
The port office, or call Kristen. Is that who they need to call? 541-429-0999. And this information isn't online just yet, right?
Not yet.
It will be soon.
I think Shayna might have shared it this morning, but that was the first.
You mean last Tuesday morning?
Yes. Thank you.
But I'm sure information will be out very shortly,
yes,
if it hasn't been already. So that, are they calling that fish biz? And biz being B-I-Z.
Right.
So, so look for fish biz stuff if you're interested, or just go harass the ladies at the port office. Right.
And we love to be harassed.
Hey, careful what you ask for.
It happens without us asking.
I think we covered everything, didn't we?
I think we might have.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff. I'll make sure that I talk about Shop the Dock coming up. I'll put it on my calendar because that is a really cool opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah, to be able to go down there and see all that stuff. Hey, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Tomorrow I will have folks here from the health department. Don't forget senior meals, noon every weekday at the Kiawanda Community Center in Pacific City, the Tillamook Senior Center at 4th and Stillwell, as well as Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Nehalem Bay Methodist Church. Cost is $3 for seniors and $6.75 for everyone else. Tonight, the Young Professionals group of Tillamook is they're calling it a community service speed dating event. It's at Alderbrook Hall, which is also known sometimes as Kilch's Grange. It starts at 5:30. They're bringing together a host of local organizations and groups with volunteer opportunities or open board positions to connect with the young professionals of Tillamook. Light snacks and dessert will be provided. Again, free food. And then Saturday, they're holy mackerel. If you are bored on Saturday, it's your own fault. There's so much going on. Master Gardeners is having their plant sale from 9 to 1 out at the fairgrounds. From what they have said, it will be huge, and people line up like half an hour or 45 minutes early. So they'll have lots of plants, tomato plants, flowers. I think they're having a rummage sale of old but good, in good shape gardening tools and things like that. So go check that out, 9 to 1 at the fairgrounds. The waterfront walk at Hocart and Slough will be from 11 to 2 on Saturday. It runs between Sue Elmore Park on Front Street and Goodspeed Park, and will include a ribbon cutting of the new Hocarton Walking Trail. Healthy Kids Day is Saturday at the YMCA from 1 to 3. And the Carabolathon starts Saturday at noon at the Tillamook Bowling Lanes. So again, there is a lot, and I'm sure there's other stuff on here that I have not caught. On Sunday, there is a Cinco de Mayo fundraiser for the Tillamook Farmers Market. Chamber is putting that on. That will be held at Pacific Restaurant, and I believe there might be something going on 2nd Street Plaza. I'll have to look into that. Ladies, thanks again for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you, Tillamook, for listening.